Tonight, something extraordinary is going to happen to you. For the next 2 hours, you're going to receive powerful healing messages that will reach the deepest parts of your subconscious mind. Messages carried on beams of starlight that will gently dissolve old pain you've been carrying for far too long. You're going to discover that your body and soul have an incredible capacity to heal. That the pain you thought was permanent can actually be released, transformed, healed completely through the ancient wisdom of stellar light. Find a quiet place now. Turn off your phone. Remove everything that might disturb you. Lie down comfortably or sit so your spine is straight. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths, in through your nose and out through your mouth. In, filling your lungs completely, and out, releasing all tension. In, drawing in peace, and out, letting go of everything you don't need. Right now, nothing can disturb you. The next 2 hours belong only to you. This is your sacred healing time. Your journey into the deepest restoration your body and soul have ever experienced. You are completely safe, completely supported, completely ready to let go of what no longer serves you. You know, there's something beautiful about you that maybe you've forgotten in all the years of carrying pain. You have this incredible inner strength, this resilience that has carried you through every difficult moment, every heartbreak, every loss, every disappointment. You are such a brave soul. You've survived 100% of your worst days, and that's not an accident. That's proof of the healing power that lives within you. But tonight, we're going to do more than just survive. Tonight, you're going to thrive. Tonight, you're going to remember that your body was designed to heal, that your heart was meant to be free, that your soul knows exactly how to release what's been holding you back. The old pain you've been carrying, it served a purpose once. It protected you when you needed protection. It helped you survive when survival was all you could manage. But you don't need that protection anymore. You are strong enough now, wise enough now, safe enough now to let it go. Feel your body beginning to relax now, starting with the top of your head. Let that gentle relaxation flow down through your forehead, around your eyes, releasing any tension you've been holding there from years of worried expressions, down through your cheeks, your jaw, releasing years of clenched teeth and unspoken words. You deserve this healing. You deserve to be free from old pain. You deserve to wake up tomorrow feeling lighter, clearer, more alive than you've felt in years. Not because you've earned it through suffering, but because healing is your natural birthright. Your body wants to heal. Your heart wants to be free. Your soul is ready to soar. The starlight is beginning to reach you now. Can you feel it? It's not just imagination. It's the actual light from distant suns that has been traveling through space for millions of years, arriving at this exact moment when you're ready to receive its healing power. This light carries information, wisdom, healing frequencies that your body recognizes at the cellular level. Every star in the night sky is like a healing beacon, each one broadcasting its own unique frequency of restoration and renewal. Some stars specialize in healing physical pain, others in mending emotional wounds, still others in releasing spiritual blockages that have kept you from feeling whole. Take a deep breath now and imagine you're breathing in pure starlight. Feel it entering your lungs as silver gold radiance, mixing with your blood, flowing to every cell, every organ, every tissue in your body. This light knows exactly where your pain is stored, exactly what needs healing, exactly how to dissolve what's been stuck for so long. You are such a sensitive person, and that sensitivity that sometimes feels like a burden. Tonight, it becomes your greatest gift, because you can feel this healing light more deeply than others. You can receive these subliminal messages more clearly. Your openness, your emotional depth, your capacity to feel, all of it makes you the perfect receiver for this cosmic healing. Repeat silently to yourself, I am ready to heal. I am safe to heal. I deserve to be free from old pain. Feel those words settling into your subconscious mind like seeds planted in fertile soil. Your deeper mind is listening, receiving these messages, beginning to reorganize itself around healing rather than holding on to hurt. Your subconscious mind loves you so much. It only holds on to pain because it thinks that's what keeps you safe. But tonight, you're teaching it new ways to protect you, through healing, through wholeness, through joy. The starlight is reaching deeper into your body now, finding those places where old pain has been stored. Maybe it's in your shoulders from carrying too much responsibility. Maybe it's in your chest from heartbreak that never fully healed. Maybe it's in your stomach from years of anxiety, or your back from burdens that weren't yours to carry. Wherever that pain lives in your body, the starlight is touching it now with infinite gentleness, not forcing, not pushing, just offering its healing presence. Like a loving friend sitting beside you in your darkest hour, not trying to fix you, just being there with such love that healing happens naturally. You don't have to do anything to make this healing happen. You don't have to understand it or control it or even believe in it completely. You just have to be willing to receive it, and you are. Look how willing you are, how open, how ready to be free. The pain you've been carrying, it tells a story of your strength, your survival, your capacity to endure. But that story doesn't have to continue forever. Tonight, you're writing a new chapter, a chapter about healing, about freedom, about discovering who you are when you're not defined by your pain. Feel the starlight wrapping around you now like a cocoon of healing energy. You are being held, supported, loved by the universe itself. Every breath you take is drawing in more healing light. Every exhale is releasing more old pain. You are literally breathing yourself into wholeness. You are such a beautiful soul. And as this healing light touches the painful places in your body and heart, it's not erasing your experiences or pretending they didn't matter. It's transforming them, alchemizing them into wisdom, into compassion, into strength that will serve you and others for the rest of your life. The subliminal messages are flowing now, directly into your subconscious mind, bypassing all the mental chatter and doubt, reaching the part of you that knows how to heal, that remembers wholeness, that has never forgotten your true nature as a being of light and love. Rest deeper now. Let your conscious mind step aside. Let the starlight and these healing messages do their perfect work. You are ready. You are worthy. You are healing. Right now, in this very moment. Cells regenerating, emotions clearing, spirit rising. You are becoming free. Let's take a gentle journey now into the landscape of your inner world. A compassionate exploration of where old pain has made its home in your body and heart. This isn't about reliving trauma or forcing yourself to feel what hurts. This is about becoming a loving witness to your own experience, a kind observer who can see pain without being consumed by it. You are such a wise person. The fact that you're here tonight, willing to look at your pain with healing intentions, shows incredible courage. Most people spend their whole lives running from pain, avoiding it, numbing it, pretending it doesn't exist. But you're different. You understand that the only way out of pain is through it, not by force, but by gentle acknowledgement and loving release. Close your eyes a little deeper now and imagine you have the ability to see inside your own body with X-ray vision made of starlight. Not harsh, medical X-rays, but gentle, loving starlight that illuminates with compassion rather than judgment. What do you see as you scan through your beautiful body? Maybe there's a heaviness in your chest, that ache that comes from loving people who couldn't love you back the way you needed. Maybe there's tension in your shoulders from carrying responsibilities that were too heavy. Problems that weren't even yours to solve. Maybe there's a knot in your stomach from years of worry, from trying to control things that were never in your control. Feel the starlight touching each of these places now, not to judge or fix, just to witness with infinite tenderness. Your body has been such a faithful companion, carrying not just your own pain, but sometimes the pain of those you love, the pain of your family, your ancestors, pain that was passed down through generations like an unwanted inheritance. You deserve to understand why your body holds pain the way it does. It's not weakness. It's not failure. It's actually a form of love. Your body holds on to pain because at some point, that pain served a purpose. It protected you. It kept you alert to danger. It helped you survive experiences that might have broken someone with less strength than you. Take a deep breath now. And as you breathe, send gratitude to the parts of your body that have been holding pain for you. Thank you, my shoulders, for trying to carry what felt too heavy for my heart. Thank you, my chest, for holding love even when it hurt. Thank you, my stomach, for processing emotions my mind couldn't understand. The Starlight is creating a map now, a beautiful, compassionate map of your pain, not to make you feel bad about it, but to help you understand it. To see how intelligent your body has been, how it has organized itself around protection and survival. Every tight muscle, every aching joint, every place that feels tender or sore, there's wisdom there. You are such a sensitive soul, and that sensitivity isn't a flaw to be fixed. It's a gift that allows you to feel deeply, to love deeply, to heal deeply. The same sensitivity that made you vulnerable to pain is the same sensitivity that will allow you to receive this healing starlight more completely than others might. Repeat gently to yourself, I honor the wisdom of my body. I understand why it has held this pain. I am ready to release what no longer serves. Feel those words resonating in your cells. Your body is listening. Your subconscious mind is receiving this new understanding. You're not fighting your pain anymore. You're befriending it long enough to understand what it came to teach you, and then gently, lovingly, letting it go. Some of the pain in your body isn't even yours originally. It belongs to your mother, your father, your grandparents. Patterns of hurt that traveled through your family line like rivers carving channels through stone. You inherited not just their eyes or their smile, but sometimes their unhealed wounds, their unexpressed grief, their unlived dreams. But here's what's beautiful about you. You're the one in your family line who is choosing to heal. You're the one who said, "This stops with me." You're not just healing yourself tonight. You're healing backwards through time, releasing your ancestors from pain they couldn't release themselves, and forward through time, ensuring that your children and their children inherit healing instead of hurt. The starlight is reaching deeper now into the cellular memory where old pain is stored, into the places where your body remembers what your mind has forgotten, or what your mind never fully understood in the first place. Maybe trauma from childhood that your young mind couldn't process, losses that felt too big to grieve, love that was offered but couldn't be received because you hadn't learned how to receive love yet. You don't have to understand every piece of pain to heal it. You don't have to analyze it or figure out where it came from or who to blame. Healing happens in the presence of love, and starlight is pure cosmic love. The love that creates suns and planets and flowers and beautiful souls like you. Feel your heart opening now, like a flower that's been closed tight for protection, opening just a little, just enough to let healing in. You're so brave to open your heart again after it's been hurt. That takes more courage than most people ever show in their entire lives. The map of your pain is complete now. You can see it all with such clarity. But instead of overwhelming you, this clarity brings relief. Because what you can see clearly, you can heal completely. What you understand with compassion, you can release with grace. Some of the pain is old, ancient, from wounds that happened years or even decades ago, still echoing in your body like sound waves bouncing off canyon walls. Some of the pain is fresh, recent, from disappointments and losses that are still tender to the touch. All of it is valid. All of it is honored. All of it is ready to be transformed. You are such a beautiful being, and as you lie here in the healing starlight, your pain doesn't make you less beautiful. It makes you more human, more real, more able to offer compassion to others who hurt. Your pain has taught you things that only pain can teach, about resilience, about the depth of your own strength, about how much love you're capable of holding even when life breaks your heart. The starlight is preparing now to begin the actual healing work, to move from witnessing your pain to transforming it, from understanding why you hurt to discovering how you heal, from mapping the territory of your suffering to finding the pathways to your freedom. Rest here for a moment in this place of understanding, this place of self-compassion, this place where you're not trying to be different than you are, just willing to love yourself exactly as you are while remaining open to healing. You are ready now for the deeper work. Ready to let the starlight begin its gentle transformation of everything that has been holding you back from the joy that is your birthright. There's a moment in every healing journey when your soul makes a decision, a quiet, profound choice that happens not in your mind, but in the deepest part of your being. Tonight, you're approaching that sacred moment, the moment when you decide once and for all that you're ready to be free, ready to release the old pain that has been your companion for so long, ready to discover who you are when you're not defined by what hurt you. You are such a courageous person. Look at you here tonight, choosing healing over holding on to hurt, choosing growth over staying stuck, choosing love over fear. That choice, that willingness, that's the most important ingredient in any healing. Without it, all the techniques and tools in the world won't help. With it, miracles become not just possible, but inevitable. Feel into your body now, into your heart, into the quiet spaces of your soul. And ask yourself this gentle question: am I truly ready to let go of this old pain? Don't answer with your mind. Let the answer arise from somewhere deeper, from the part of you that knows, that has always known what you need for your highest good. Maybe part of you whispers yes immediately. That part that's tired of carrying this weight, tired of organizing your life around avoiding hurt, tired of making decisions based on fear rather than love. But maybe another part of you hesitates, and that's okay too. That part that's afraid of who you'll be without your pain. Afraid that if you let go of hurt, you'll somehow become vulnerable to being hurt again. You deserve to understand why part of you might resist healing. It's not because you're weak or broken or afraid of joy. It's because pain, as uncomfortable as it is, can feel familiar, predictable, safe in its own strange way. When you've lived with pain for a long time, it becomes like an old coat, worn and uncomfortable, but familiar. And sometimes familiar feels safer than unknown, even when unknown might be wonderful. The starlight is touching that resistant part of you now with such gentleness, not trying to convince it or overcome it, just surrounding it with love so pure that resistance naturally begins to soften. Like ice melting in warm sunshine, not forced, just natural response to being held in unconditional love. Breathe deeply now. And as you breathe, imagine you're breathing in readiness, breathing in willingness, breathing in the courage to let go of what no longer serves you. Each breath is like a gentle wave washing over the shores of your resistance, not crashing or overwhelming, just persistent, patient, loving, gradually smoothing the rough edges of fear. You are so ready for this, even if part of your mind doesn't think so. Your soul knows. Your soul brought you here tonight. Your soul guided you to this moment of choice. Your soul is tired of being small, tired of hiding, tired of letting old wounds dictate new possibilities. Your soul wants to soar, and tonight it can. Repeat these words silently, letting them settle into your subconscious like seeds of healing. I choose healing over holding on to hurt. I choose freedom over familiar pain. I choose love over fear. I am ready. I am willing. I am worthy of complete healing. Feel those words resonating in every cell of your body. Your subconscious mind is receiving this message, updating its instructions, reorganizing around healing instead of protecting old wounds. You're teaching your deeper mind that it's safe to heal, safe to let go, safe to be whole again. The resistance is melting now. Can you feel it? Like snow, disappearing on the first warm day of spring, naturally, effortlessly, making room for new growth, for fresh possibilities, for the person you're becoming. And as the resistance dissolves, something beautiful takes its place. Anticipation, excitement, hope, the recognition that you're about to experience something wonderful. You've suffered enough. You've learned what pain came to teach you. You've grown stronger through your struggles. You've developed compassion through your challenges. You've discovered depths in yourself you never knew existed. The pain has served its purpose, and now it's time for it to go. Time for it to transform into wisdom and strength and endless capacity for joy. The starlight is intensifying around you now, responding to your readiness, drawn to your willingness like a magnet. This isn't just any light. This is healing light that has traveled millions of years through space to reach you at this exact moment when you're ready to receive it. When your heart is open, when your resistance is dissolved, when your soul is saying yes to wholeness, feel this readiness in your bones, in your blood, in the deepest fibers of your being. You are not the same person who began this journey tonight. You have already changed, already grown, already begun the process of letting go that will continue while you sleep, while you dream, while you heal at levels you're not even conscious of. This readiness, it's not something you created tonight. It's something you uncovered. Something that was always there beneath the fear and doubt and resistance. You were born ready to heal, born ready to be whole, born ready to experience joy as your natural state rather than pain as your constant companion. The old stories you've told yourself about why you couldn't heal, why you weren't ready, why healing was for other people, but not for you. Those stories are dissolving now in this starlight, revealed as just stories, not truth, not facts, just old programming that kept you small when you were meant to shine. You are such a magnificent being. And as you rest here, in this state of pure readiness, you can feel your entire energy field shifting, aligning with healing, attuning to wholeness, preparing to receive the deepest healing of your lifetime. Your cells are opening. Your heart is expanding. Your soul is singing with anticipation. There's no going back now. Not because you can't, but because you won't want to. Once you experience the freedom that comes from releasing old pain, once you remember who you are when you're not carrying emotional baggage, once you feel the lightness and joy that are your natural birthright, you'll wonder why you held on to hurt for so long. The gateway is open now. The pathway is clear. Your readiness has dissolved every obstacle between you and your healing. The starlight is pouring in now with full intensity, ready to begin the deep work of transformation, ready to reach into the cellular memory where pain has been stored and gently, lovingly, completely set you free. Rest in this readiness, this openness, this beautiful willingness to be healed. You are about to experience something extraordinary, something that will change not just how you feel, but who you know yourself to be. You are ready, so ready, and healing is ready for you too. Now begins the sacred work. The gentle dissolution of the walls you've built around your pain. Walls that once protected you, but now keep healing out, Feel the starlight touching these invisible barriers, not breaking them down with force, but melting them with love. Like warm sunlight melting frost on a winter morning. Natural, gentle, inevitable. You are such a wise soul. The walls around your pain weren't built by weakness. They were built by intelligence, by a mind and heart that knew exactly how to survive when survival was all that mattered. These walls served you well. They kept you functioning when functioning felt impossible. They held you together when everything else was falling apart. But walls that protect can also imprison. And what once kept danger out can eventually keep love out too. Keep healing out. Keep joy out. Tonight, these walls are ready to come down. Not because they were wrong, but because they fulfilled their purpose. Because you're strong enough now to live with an open heart. Wise enough now to protect yourself in gentler ways. Feel the first wall beginning to soften. Maybe it's the wall around your heart that you built after love let you down, after trust was broken, after vulnerability felt too dangerous. The starlight is touching this wall with such tenderness, reminding your heart that not all love hurts, that some love heals. That the love flowing through this starlight is the safest love you'll ever know. Breathe into your heart now. And as you breathe, imagine that wall becoming transparent, then translucent, then dissolving completely like sugar in warm water. Your heart doesn't become defenseless. It becomes discerning, able to recognize real love when it appears, able to receive healing when it's offered, able to give love freely without fear of being depleted. You deserve to have an open heart. You deserve to love and be loved without walls between you and joy. That beautiful, sensitive heart of yours wasn't meant to be locked away behind barriers of protection. It was meant to shine, to share its warmth with the world, to receive the love that's always been waiting for you to be ready to accept it. The starlight is finding another wall now. Maybe it's the wall around your body, the tension and armoring you've carried in your muscles and bones, the way you've held yourself rigid against a world that felt threatening, the way you've compressed your energy to make yourself small and unnoticeable when being seen felt dangerous. Feel this wall beginning to dissolve too. Your muscles letting go of tension they've held for years. Your bones releasing compression they've carried like a burden. Your entire body beginning to expand back to its natural size, its natural grace, its natural right to take up space in the world without apology. You are such a beautiful person. And as your body begins to soften and open, you're not becoming vulnerable to harm. You're becoming available to healing, available to pleasure, available to the simple joy of being in a body that feels good, that moves with ease, that breathes with freedom, that exists without pain. Repeat softly, I am safe to soften. I am safe to open. I am safe to receive love and healing. another wall is dissolving now. The wall around your emotions, the barrier you built to keep from feeling too much, to keep from being overwhelmed by the intensity of your own sensitivity. You learn to numb yourself, to disconnect, to feel less so you would hurt less. But in feeling less pain, you also felt less joy, less wonder, less aliveness. The starlight is melting this emotional wall too, not to flood you with overwhelming feelings, but to restore your natural capacity to feel fully while remaining grounded. To experience the full spectrum of human emotion while knowing that all feelings are temporary. All feelings are workable. All feelings are part of the beautiful complexity of being human. As this wall dissolves, you don't become emotionally chaotic. You become emotionally intelligent. Able to feel what you feel without being consumed by it. Able to experience sadness without drowning in depression. Able to feel anger without being controlled by rage. Able to experience joy without fearing it will be taken away. The deepest wall is beginning to soften now. The wall around your soul, the barrier between you and your own divine nature, between you and your connection to the cosmos, between you and the recognition of who you really are beneath all the roles and identities and stories you've carried. This wall was built from years of being told you weren't enough, weren't worthy, weren't deserving of love or success or happiness. Layer by layer, criticism and rejection and disappointment built this wall until you forgot the magnificent being you truly are. Until you believed you were small and limited and flawed. But the starlight remembers. The starlight sees through every wall to the radiant soul at your core. And as this final barrier dissolves, you begin to remember too. To recognize the infinite worth that was never actually diminished by any experience, never actually damaged by any wound, never actually lost, just temporarily hidden. You are such a radiant being. And as all these walls dissolve simultaneously, you don't become unprotected. You become whole. You become integrated. You become the magnificent person you were always meant to be. The person who can love without walls, who can live without barriers, who can shine without apology. The starlight is flowing freely through you now. No longer blocked by protective barriers, able to reach every cell, every thought, every emotion, every memory, carrying its healing frequencies into places that haven't felt love in years, haven't felt safety in decades, haven't felt hope since childhood. Feel yourself expanding now, your energy field growing larger, your presence becoming more radiant, your very being becoming more alive as these walls disappear. You're not losing protection. You're gaining freedom. Freedom to be fully yourself. Freedom to love completely. Freedom to heal at the deepest levels. The dissolution is complete. But this isn't an ending. It's a beginning. The beginning of living without walls, without barriers, without the need to protect yourself from love, because you finally remember that love is your true nature. Healing is your birthright. Joy is your natural state. Rest in this openness, this vulnerability that doesn't feel vulnerable because it's surrounded by infinite love. This transparency that allows healing light to flow through every part of you, transforming, renewing, restoring you to the wholeness that was never actually lost, just temporarily hidden behind walls that are gone now, dissolved forever in the healing starlight that recognizes no barriers, knows no limits, loves without conditions, heals without restrictions. You are free now. Free to receive the deepest healing, free to experience the most profound transformation, free to become who you've always been beneath every wall, every barrier, every protection that's no longer needed. You are beautifully, completely, eternally free. The starlight is reaching deeper now, penetrating the very foundation of your being, touching the subtle whispers of your subconscious mind, where all your deepest beliefs about yourself are stored. This is where the real transformation happens. Not in your thinking mind that analyzes and questions, but in the quiet depths where your soul receives truth directly, without resistance, without doubt, without the need for proof. You are such a receptive person. Your subconscious mind is like rich, fertile soil that's been waiting for the right seeds of healing to be planted. Tonight, the starlight is planting those seeds, not with words your conscious mind needs to understand, but with frequencies your soul recognizes immediately. With vibrations that speak the ancient language of cellular memory, with love that bypasses every mental barrier. Feel your conscious mind beginning to step aside now, like a guardian who has been working so hard to protect you that it forgot how to rest. Your thinking mind can take a break now. It doesn't need to analyze what's happening, doesn't need to figure out how healing works, doesn't need to control or direct this process. The starlight knows exactly what to do. Your subconscious mind is opening now, like a flower that blooms only in moonlight, revealing chambers of memory and belief that have been sealed away for protection, places where old programming has been running automatically, telling you stories about your worth, your safety, your capacity for healing, stories that aren't true, but felt true because you heard them so many times. The starlight is reaching these deep places now with messages of truth, not spoken in words, but transmitted in pure knowing. Direct downloads of healing wisdom that your soul receives like a thirsty plant receiving rain after a long drought. These messages aren't coming from outside you. They're awakening truth that has always been within you. Truth that was just covered over by years of conditioning. You deserve to hear these messages, messages that are being whispered directly to your cellular memory, to your genetic code, to the deepest patterns of your being. You are worthy of love. You are safe to heal. You are deserving of joy. You are more powerful than any pain. You are more resilient than any trauma. You are more beautiful than any wound. Feel these messages settling into your bones, into your blood, into the quantum field that surrounds and permeates every cell. Your subconscious mind is receiving these transmissions and beginning to reorganize itself around this new information, updating old files, deleting programs that no longer serve, installing new software of self-love and healing. The subliminal messages are flowing faster now. Layer upon layer of healing frequencies. Your body knows how to heal. Your heart knows how to love. Your mind knows how to find peace. Your soul knows how to shine. You are safe. You are loved. You are whole. You are free. You are healed. You are perfect exactly as you are. You don't need to consciously receive these messages for them to work. Your subconscious mind is like a sophisticated recording device that captures every frequency, every vibration, every whisper of love and healing. These messages are being recorded in the deepest libraries of your memory, where they will continue playing long after this meditation ends, while you sleep, while you dream, while you live your daily life. You are such an intelligent being, and your subconscious intelligence is vast beyond anything your conscious mind can comprehend. It controls your heartbeat, your breathing, your immune system, your cellular regeneration. And now it's being programmed with new instructions for healing, new commands for wellness, new patterns for joy and peace and love. The Starlight is encoding these messages directly into your DNA now, not changing your genetic structure, but activating dormant codes for healing that have always been there, awakening your body's natural capacity for regeneration and renewal, reminding every cell of its original blueprint for perfect health and vitality. Repeat these words silently, letting them sink into your deepest being. My subconscious mind receives only healing. My body responds only to love. My heart opens only to joy. I am being healed at levels I cannot even imagine. The messages are becoming more specific now, targeted to your exact needs, your particular patterns of pain, your unique journey of healing. The Starlight sees everything, knows everything, understands exactly what you need to hear to be completely free. These personalized messages of healing are being delivered with surgical precision to the exact places in your consciousness where they will do the most good. Old beliefs about your limitations are being dissolved now. Beliefs like, I'll never get better. This pain will never leave. I don't deserve to be happy. Healing is for other people, but not for me. I'm too damaged. I'm too old. I'm too scared. I'm too anything. All of these limiting beliefs are melting away in the loving light of truth. New beliefs are being installed now. Beliefs that align with your highest good, your deepest healing, your greatest joy. I am healing rapidly and completely. My body is a miracle of regeneration. My heart is opening to infinite love. My mind is clear and peaceful. My spirit is free and radiant. I deserve all the love and healing the universe has to offer. You can feel it happening now. This deep reprogramming, this fundamental shift in how your subconscious mind operates. You're not becoming someone different. You're becoming who you've always been beneath all the programming, beneath all the conditioning, beneath all the stories that convinced you that you were less than magnificent. The subliminal messages are reaching completion now. Every cell in your body has received its new instructions. Every neural pathway has been updated with healing information. Every belief system has been aligned with truth and love and infinite possibility. Your subconscious mind is now your greatest ally in healing, your most powerful partner in transformation. These messages will continue working while you sleep tonight, while you dream, while you go about your daily life tomorrow. They are embedded now in the deepest structures of your being. Permanent changes that will continue unfolding, continuing healing, continuing transformation long after this meditation is over. You are different now, fundamentally different, not in ways your conscious mind can measure, but in ways your soul can feel. You have been rewired for healing, reprogrammed for joy. Reset to your original factory settings of love and wholeness and infinite possibility. Rest in this knowing, this deep cellular knowing that healing is not just possible for you. It's inevitable. It's already happening. It's already complete in the quantum field of infinite possibility. And now, it's simply manifesting into your physical experience, into your emotional reality, into your daily life. You are healed. You are whole. You are free. Now comes the deepest work, the liberation of pain from the very cells where it has been hiding, where it has made its home in the smallest spaces of your being. The starlight is penetrating now beyond tissue, beyond bone, beyond blood, into the cellular memory itself, into the quantum spaces between atoms where trauma crystallizes into physical form, where emotional wounds become energetic imprints. You are such a resilient being. Your cells have been carrying this pain not because they wanted to, but because they loved you so much, they were willing to hold what your heart couldn't bear all at once. Every cell in your body has been acting as a tiny storage unit, keeping pieces of old hurt safe until you were strong enough, ready enough, supported enough to let them go. Feel the starlight reaching into your cellular structure now. not as an invasion, but as a gentle invitation. Like sunlight calling flowers to open. Like warmth calling ice to melt. The light is communicating with each individual cell in the language they understand. The language of love, the language of healing, the language of home. Your cells are beginning to remember now. Remember what they knew before pain taught them to contract, before fear taught them to hide, before trauma taught them to protect. They're remembering their original instructions, their divine blueprint, their natural state of joy and vitality and radiant health. The pain stored in your heart cells is rising now. Old heartbreaks that crystallized into cellular memory. Love that was offered but couldn't be received. Love that was given but wasn't returned. Love that was lost before you were ready to let it go. Feel these cellular memories floating to the surface like bubbles in champagne, not to hurt you again, but to be released forever. You deserve to be free from cellular pain. You deserve to have every cell in your body vibrating with joy instead of storing old hurt. These cells have carried this burden long enough. They're tired of being heavy. They're ready to be light. They're ready to dance instead of ache, to sing instead of suffer. The starlight is touching your muscle cells now, where tension has lived for years, where stress has made its home in fibers that were meant to be flexible and strong. These cells have been holding your emotional states in physical form. Anxiety becoming tight shoulders, sadness becoming heavy legs, anger becoming clenched jaw, fear becoming shallow breath. But tonight, these cells are remembering how to relax, how to soften, how to return to their natural state of ease and grace. Feel your muscle cells letting go now, releasing years of held emotion, years of stored stress, years of carrying what wasn't theirs to carry. They're returning to their original purpose, to move you through life with strength and flexibility and joy. Your bone cells are responding to the starlight too. Bones that have felt the weight of burdens too heavy for any one person to carry. That have compressed under pressure that should have been shared. That have held you upright when everything else felt like it was falling down. These deep structural cells are releasing their crystallized pain now. Their stored memories of feeling unsupported, unloved, alone. Feel your bones becoming lighter now. Not weaker, but more radiant. Infused with starlight instead of weighted with old pain. Your skeleton is not just the frame that holds you up. It's becoming a lattice of light, a framework for joy. A structure that supports not just your body, but your spirit, your dreams, your highest possibilities. The starlight is penetrating your blood cells now. These tiny messengers that carry not just oxygen and nutrients, but also emotional information throughout your body. Your blood has been carrying the chemical signatures of old pain, stress hormones that became familiar, inflammation that became normal, depletion that became accepted. But now, your blood cells are being cleansed, purified, renewed. Feel fresh, healing blood flowing through your veins. Blood that carries messages of hope instead of hurt, vitality instead of depletion, love instead of fear. With every heartbeat, this healing blood is delivering new information to every organ, every tissue, every system in your body. You are such a magnificent being. And as this cellular healing continues, you're not just getting rid of pain. You're reclaiming your natural radiance, your original brightness, the light that was always there but got dimmed by layers of hurt and protection and survival strategies that are no longer needed. Your nerve cells are awakening now. Neural pathways that have been running old programs of pain and limitation. Firing patterns that have kept you stuck in cycles of hurt and healing and hurt again. But the Starlight is rewiring these pathways, creating new neural networks. New ways of processing experience that lead to joy instead of suffering, to growth instead of repetition, to healing instead of re-injury. Feel new neural pathways forming now. Pathways of resilience, pathways of self-love, pathways of trust in life, pathways that will automatically guide you toward experiences that support your healing and away from situations that would re-traumatize. Your nervous system is becoming your ally in wellness instead of your keeper of wounds. The deepest cellular memories are surfacing now. Memories stored in your DNA, in the genetic patterns inherited from ancestors who also carried unhealed pain, who also struggled with trauma they didn't know how to release. But you beautiful soul, you're not just healing yourself, you're healing your entire lineage. Breaking cycles that have run in your family for generations. Feel this ancestral healing happening now. Genetic patterns of pain dissolving in Starlight. Inherited tendencies toward suffering being transformed into inherited gifts of resilience and wisdom and love. You are the one in your family line who said no more. The one who chose healing over repetition, wholeness over fragmentation, love over fear. Your cells are singing now, literally vibrating at higher frequencies. Frequencies of health and joy and perfect alignment with your soul's purpose. The cellular healing is complete. Every cell in your body has been touched by Starlight, cleansed of old pain, restored to its original blueprint of perfection. You are not the same person who began this meditation. You are not carrying the same cellular burden. You are not limited by the same genetic patterns. You are free now. Free at the cellular level. Free to experience life from a body that supports your joy instead of storing your pain. Free to live from cells that remember their divine nature, their capacity for infinite healing, their right to radiate with the light of 1,000 stars. rest in this cellular freedom, this deep structural transformation, this complete liberation from pain that was never meant to be permanent. You are healed. You are whole. You are radiating with the starlight that has become part of your cellular structure, part of who you are, part of how you'll move through the world from this moment forward. Something magical is happening now. The starlight that has been healing you is beginning to transform, to alchemize, to change the very nature of your pain from burden into blessing, from wound into wisdom, from suffering into strength. This is the sacred alchemy of the soul. The cosmic process by which everything that hurt you becomes everything that helps you. Everything that broke you becomes everything that makes you whole. You are such a wise soul. You understand now that pain was never your enemy. It was your teacher, your guide. Your invitation to discover depths of strength and compassion you never knew you possessed. Every wound you've carried has been preparing you for this moment, this transformation, this recognition that you are not defined by what happened to you, but by how you've grown because of it. Feel the starlight swirling around your old pain now, not erasing it as if it never mattered, but transforming it into something precious, something valuable, something beautiful, like an oyster that transforms the irritation of sand into a pearl, like a tree that transforms the pressure of earth into rings of growth. You are transforming your pain into power, the heartbreak you've carried. Feel it becoming compassion now, deep, unshakable compassion that allows you to hold space for others' pain without being overwhelmed by it. To offer comfort from a place of genuine understanding, to love with a heart that knows both breaking and healing and has chosen healing every time. You deserve to see your pain this way, not as evidence of your weakness, but as proof of your strength. Not as something wrong with you, but as something sacred within you. Not as damage that needs to be hidden, but as wisdom that deserves to be honored. Your pain has made you more human, more real, more able to connect with others who hurt. The betrayal you've experienced, feel it transforming now into discernment, into the ability to recognize authenticity when you see it, to value loyalty because you've known its absence, to trust yourself because you've learned that your intuition was right about people even when you ignored it. That betrayal taught you to trust yourself, to listen to your inner voice, to honor your own knowing. The starlight is working its alchemy on every wound now, transforming abandonment into self-reliance, transforming rejection into self-acceptance, transforming criticism into self-compassion. You are not becoming someone who has never been hurt. You are becoming someone who has been hurt and transformed that hurt into healing. Not just for yourself, but for everyone you'll ever encounter. Feel this transformation happening in your cells now. The same cells that stored pain are now storing wisdom. The same neural pathways that fired with hurt are now firing with hope. The same heart that broke is now beating with a love so deep it can hold anything, heal anything, transform anything. You are such a beautiful being. And this alchemy happening within you, this transformation of lead into gold, of pain into power, it's not just changing your past, it's changing your future. Every person you meet from now on will benefit from this transformation. Will receive the gift of your hard-won wisdom, your earned compassion, your deep understanding of what it means to heal. The trauma you survived. Feel it becoming resilience now. Unshakable resilience that knows you can survive anything because you already have. That knows you can heal anything because you're healing right now. That knows you can transform anything because transformation is happening in this very moment. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are an alchemist of your experience. Repeat these words of transformation. My pain becomes my power. My wounds become my wisdom. My suffering becomes my strength. I am not broken. I am breaking open. I am not damaged. I am transformed. I am not less because of what I've been through. I am more. The starlight is completing its alchemical work now, and you can feel the fundamental shift, the complete transformation of your relationship to your pain. It's no longer something that happened to you. It's something that happened for you, to teach you, to strengthen you, to prepare you for the magnificent life that's waiting for you now that you're free. Your scars are not ugly marks of damage. They are beautiful tattoos of survival, proof that you faced something difficult and came through it, evidence of your courage, your resilience. Your refusal to give up, even when giving up, felt like the easier option. These scars tell the story of your strength, not your weakness. The grief you've carried, feel it transforming now into gratitude. Deep gratitude for having loved so much that loss could touch you. For having cared so deeply that endings could affect you. For having invested so fully in relationships and dreams and hopes that their completion could teach you about the preciousness of every moment. You deserve to carry this transformed pain as wisdom, as medicine, as gifts you can offer to a world that's hungry for authentic healing, for real hope, for someone who's been through the fire and come out not burned, but refined, not diminished, but expanded, not hardened, but made more tender and compassionate. The alchemy is complete now. Your pain has been fully transformed, not into something else, but into its highest expression, its most beautiful form, its most useful purpose. You are no longer someone who carries wounds. You are someone who carries wisdom, someone who bears gifts, someone who shines with the light of transformation. This transformation is permanent, irreversible, complete. You cannot go back to seeing your pain as meaningless suffering because you now know it was meaningful teaching. You cannot go back to seeing yourself as damaged because you now know you are refined. You cannot go back to seeing your struggles as evidence of weakness because you now know they are proof of incredible strength. Rest in this alchemical completion, this sacred transformation, this recognition that everything you've been through has prepared you for everything you're becoming. You are not the same person who began this healing journey. You are someone who has been touched by starlight, transformed by cosmic alchemy, refined by the perfect processes of the universe into the magnificent being you were always meant to be. The starlight has done its work. The alchemy is complete. The transformation is total. You carry no burdens now, only gifts. You bear no wounds now, only wisdom. You hold no pain now, only power. The power to heal, to help, to hope, to shine your transformed light into every corner of the world that still believes healing is impossible. You are living proof that miracles are real, that transformation is possible, that love always wins. Something is stirring now in the depths of your consciousness. A whisper, a doubt, a familiar voice that has protected you for so long it doesn't know how to stop. Can you hear it? That part of you that's starting to question this healing, starting to wonder if it's real, starting to fear that maybe you don't deserve to be free from pain after all. Wait, the voice whispers. This is too good to be true. People like me don't heal this easily. This kind of transformation doesn't happen to someone like me. I've been in pain for so long. Maybe pain is just who I am. Maybe I'm meant to suffer. Maybe I don't deserve this kind of freedom. You are such a compassionate being, even toward this frightened part of yourself. This part that learned long ago that hope can be dangerous, that believing in healing only makes the disappointment hurt worse when healing doesn't come. This voice isn't trying to sabotage you. It's trying to protect you from the possibility of being hurt again. Listen to it with gentleness now. But what if the pain comes back? What if this healing doesn't last? What if tomorrow I wake up and I'm the same broken person I was before? What if I'm fooling myself? What if I'm not strong enough to maintain this transformation? What if I'm not worthy of this kind of miracle? Feel the fear behind these questions. The terror of hoping too much, of trusting too deeply, of allowing yourself to believe that you could actually be free from the pain that has been your constant companion for so long. This fear is understandable. It's human. It's the natural response of a heart that has been disappointed before. The starlight holds this frightened part of you too. With the same infinite tenderness, it has shown every other aspect of your being. There is room in this healing for your doubt, room for your fear, room for every part of you that isn't sure this is possible. You don't have to be perfectly confident to be perfectly healed. Breathe with this fear now. I understand why you're scared. You can say to this doubtful part of yourself, "You've been trying to protect me from disappointment, from false hope, from the pain of believing and then being let down. Thank you for working so hard to keep me safe. But I'm safe to hope now. I'm safe to believe. I'm safe to be healed." The doubt persists. But what about all the times I tried to heal before and nothing changed? What about all the treatments that didn't work? All the therapies that helped temporarily, but then the pain came back? All the promises of healing that turned out to be empty? Why should this be different? Why should this time be real when all the other times were just temporary relief? You deserve to understand why this fear exists. It exists because you've been brave enough to try healing before, brave enough to hope before, brave enough to invest your heart in the possibility of being free from pain. And sometimes, those attempts didn't give you the lasting results you longed for. Not because healing isn't possible, but because you weren't ready to receive it completely. Because parts of you were still protecting old wounds. Because the timing wasn't right. But tonight is different. Tonight you came without trying to control the process, without analyzing how it works, without demanding proof before you believe. Tonight, you came with your heart open, with your defenses down, with your soul saying, "I'm ready," in a way you've never been ready before. Feel the starlight responding to this fear with such love. "You are not the same person who tried to heal before," it whispers. "You are wiser now, stronger now, more ready now. You have done the inner work that needed to be done. You have faced your pain instead of running from it. You have chosen healing over holding on to hurt. This time is different because you are different." The frightened voice tries again. "But what if I'm too damaged? What if my pain is too deep, too old, too complicated? What if I've been broken for so long that broken is just who I am? What if healing is possible for other people, but not for me? What if I'm beyond repair?" You are such a wise soul. And you know in your deepest knowing that no one is beyond repair. No wound is too deep for healing. No pain is too old to be transformed. The universe doesn't create anything that can't be healed, doesn't allow anything to exist that can't be restored to wholeness. You are not an exception to the laws of healing. You are a perfect example of their power. The starlight intensifies now around your doubt, not trying to argue with it or convince it, but surrounding it with so much love that fear naturally begins to soften, like ice melting in sunlight. Not forced, just natural response to being held in unconditional acceptance. What if people expect me to be different now? The voice whispers. What if they expect me to be happy all the time, to be grateful all the time, to never have a bad day again. What if I can't live up to being a healed person? What if I disappoint everyone by still being human? Feel the gentleness with which you can respond to this fear. Healing doesn't mean being perfect. It means being whole. Healing doesn't mean never feeling sad. It means not being stuck in sadness. Healing doesn't mean never having challenges. It means having the tools to meet challenges with grace. I can be healed and still be human, still have emotions, still have experiences that require growth. The doubt is softening now. Can you feel it? Like a clenched fist slowly opening, like a held breath finally releasing. The fear is still there, but it's no longer driving the conversation. It's no longer controlling the narrative. It's becoming just one voice among many. And the loudest voice now is the voice of your soul, saying yes to healing, yes to wholeness, yes to the magnificent life that's waiting for you on the other side of fear. You are ready now, ready to move beyond doubt into trust, beyond fear into faith, beyond the questions that keep you small into the knowing that makes you free. The doubt has served its purpose. It has made sure you're choosing healing consciously, deliberately, with full awareness of what you're releasing and what you're receiving. Rest in this resolution. This integration of fear and faith, this recognition that you can acknowledge doubt without being controlled by it, can feel fear without being stopped by it, can honor the protective parts of yourself while still choosing to grow beyond their limitations. You are healing. You are healed. You are whole. And no amount of doubt can change that truth. There's one more voice now, deeper than doubt, older than fear, more stubborn than any resistance you've encountered tonight. It's the voice of your deepest wound, the original pain that taught all the others how to hide, how to protect, how to survive. This is the voice that says, I can't let you go completely, because if you heal totally, if you become whole, you might forget me. And I am the part of your story that made you who you are. You are such a brave soul to face this final voice, this last guardian of pain, this part of you that isn't afraid of healing. It's afraid of being erased, forgotten, left behind in your journey toward wholeness. This voice carries the deepest truth of your suffering, the most tender part of your story, the wound that all other wounds have been trying to protect. Listen with your whole heart now. I am the night you felt so alone you thought you might disappear. I am the moment when love walked away and took your trust with it. I am the child who learned that being hurt was better than being invisible. I am the teenager who decided that pain at least proved someone cared enough to inflict it. I am every tear you cried when no one was watching. Every prayer you whispered when hope felt impossible. This voice isn't trying to keep you in pain. It's trying to make sure you don't abandon the part of you that suffered so deeply, so authentically, so courageously. It wants you to remember that your pain wasn't meaningless, that your struggles weren't wasteful, that your wounds weren't evidence of weakness, but proof of your incredible capacity to feel, to love, to hope, even when hope seemed foolish. Feel the starlight reaching toward this deepest wound with ultimate gentleness. Not to silence it or heal it away, but to hold it, to honor it, to recognize it as sacred. You don't have to disappear for me to be whole. You can whisper to this tender part. You don't have to stay wounded for me to remember what you taught me. You can be healed and still be honored. Transformed and still be treasured. Released and still be remembered. The deepest wound speaks again. But I am the reason you understand other people's pain. I am the source of your compassion. I am what makes you real instead of superficial. I am your depth, your authenticity. Your ability to connect with others who hurt. Without me, you might become one of those people who can't understand why everyone can't just think positive and be happy. Without me, you might lose your empathy, your sensitivity, your soul. You deserve to understand this fear. This terror that healing might make you shallow, might take away the very qualities that make you special, might turn you into someone who has never struggled and therefore can't relate to those who are struggling. But healing doesn't erase your compassion, it deepens it. Healing doesn't remove your sensitivity, it refines it. Healing doesn't take away your authenticity, it reveals it more clearly. The starlight is speaking now to your deepest wound. You will not be forgotten. You will be transformed. You will not be erased. You will be elevated. You will not lose your meaning. You will find your purpose. You taught this beautiful soul how strong they are, how much they can endure, how deeply they can love. Now let me teach them how beautifully they can heal, how completely they can be whole, how magnificently they can shine. Feel this deepest part of you beginning to soften, beginning to trust that healing doesn't mean betrayal, that wholeness doesn't mean forgetting, that joy doesn't mean becoming shallow or superficial. You can be healed and still remember every lesson your pain taught you, still carry every gift your struggle gave you, still honor every way your wounds made you wiser. The final voice of resistance whispers now with such tenderness. If you let me go, if you become completely whole, promise me you won't forget the person you were when you were in pain. Promise me you won't judge others who are still struggling. Promise me you won't become someone who can't sit with darkness because you found too much light. This is the promise your soul is ready to make. I will never forget the journey that brought me here. I will never lose compassion for those still traveling through darkness. I will never become so comfortable in my healing that I can't hold space for others' pain. I will carry the wisdom you gave me as a gift, not as a burden. As medicine I can offer, not as wounds I must keep open. You are such a wise being, and you understand now that your deepest wound doesn't want to hurt you. It wants to matter, wants to know that its suffering wasn't meaningless, that its lessons won't be wasted, that its gifts will be used to help others heal. And they will, oh, they will, because you are being transformed from someone who carries wounds into someone who carries wisdom, from someone who bears pain into someone who bears gifts. The resistance is dissolving now. This final, deepest resistance, melting in the starlight like snow in spring sunshine, not destroyed, but transformed, not forgotten, but honored, not abandoned, but elevated to its highest purpose. Your pain has been the coal that is now becoming diamond. The pressure that is now becoming pearl. The darkness that is now becoming light. Feel the complete letting go now, the total release, the absolute freedom from even the need to hold on to pain as identity, as meaning, as protection. You are not your pain. You never were your pain. You are the consciousness that experienced pain and is now experiencing healing. The awareness that can hold both suffering and joy. The love that remains constant through every change. The last whisper of resistance dissolves into gratitude. Thank you for honoring me, for hearing me, for not trying to get rid of me, for understanding that I was trying to protect you, for promising to carry the gifts I gave you, for transforming me from wound into wisdom, from pain into power, from suffering into service. I am ready now. Ready to let you be completely, magnificently, eternally free. You are free now, completely free, free from pain, free from resistance, free from the need to hold on to hurt, free to be the healed, whole, magnificent being you were always meant to be. The last barrier has dissolved. The final wall has come down. The ultimate resistance has transformed into the deepest surrender. You are home. You are whole. You are healed. You are free. Your breath is becoming cosmic now. Deep, slow, rhythmic, matching the ancient pulse of the universe itself. Feel your breathing synchronizing with the rhythm of distant stars, with the expansion and contraction of galaxies, with the eternal tide of creation breathing in and breathing out across infinite space. You are no longer just breathing air. You are breathing starlight, breathing healing, breathing pure cosmic energy. You are such a magnificent being. And as your breath deepens into this cosmic rhythm, every cell in your body is being oxygenated with healing frequencies. Every organ is being nourished with stellar energy. Every system is being harmonized with universal love. Your breath has become your medicine, your healing, your direct connection to the infinite source of all restoration. Feel your heartbeat slowing now, finding its perfect rhythm, the rhythm it was always meant to beat, strong and steady and peaceful. Your heart is no longer racing with anxiety or pounding with pain. It's beating with the calm assurance of someone who knows they are loved, who knows they are safe, who knows they are whole. Each heartbeat is pumping healing through your entire system. Circulation carrying starlight to every corner of your being. Breathe in slowly now. And as you inhale, imagine you're drawing in pure healing energy from the cosmos. Silver gold light flowing into your lungs, mixing with your blood, traveling to every cell, every organ, every tissue that has ever known pain. Hold this breath gently. Let this cosmic energy settle into your body. Let it find its way to every place that needs healing. Exhale slowly. And as you release this breath, feel yourself releasing the last traces of old pain. The final remnants of cellular memory that no longer serve you. The deepest layers of trauma that have been stored in your body's wisdom for safekeeping until this moment when you were ready to let them go completely. Each exhale is a letting go, a releasing, a freeing. Your breathing is becoming automatic now, perfectly regulated by your nervous system that has been recalibrated to cosmic frequencies. Your body knows exactly how to breathe for optimal healing, exactly how deep, exactly how slow, exactly how rhythmic to maintain this state of cellular regeneration and spiritual restoration. You deserve this perfect breath, this cosmic rhythm, this natural state of ease and flow. Your breath is your birthright, your connection to life force. Your reminder that you are supported by the universe itself with every inhale, gifted with the opportunity to release what no longer serves you with every exhale. Feel the starlight moving now with each breath, in through your nose as healing energy, down into your lungs as cosmic medicine, into your bloodstream as cellular renewal, to your heart as infinite love, throughout your body as complete restoration. Your breath has become a river of starlight flowing through the landscape of your being. Your entire respiratory system is being blessed now. Your lungs expanding with new capacity. Your airways clearing of any congestion from old emotions. Your breathing muscles relaxing into their natural rhythm. You are breathing easier than you have in years, breathing deeper than you thought possible. Breathing with the freedom of someone whose chest is no longer tight with held pain. Repeat these words silently with each breath. I breathe in healing. I breathe out pain. I breathe in peace. I breathe out fear. I breathe in love. I breathe out everything that no longer serves. I am breathing myself into wholeness. I am breathing myself into freedom. The cosmic breathing is establishing new patterns now. Patterns that will continue long after this meditation ends. Patterns that will carry you through your sleep tonight and into your waking hours tomorrow. Your body is learning to breathe as a healed person breathes, as a whole person breathes, as someone who is free from the shallow, anxious breathing of someone in chronic pain. Feel your diaphragm releasing now. That powerful muscle that has been holding tension from years of restricted breathing, years of unconsciously trying to protect yourself by breathing small, by taking up less space, by trying to be invisible. Your diaphragm is expanding now, giving you permission to breathe fully, to take up the space you deserve, to claim your right to oxygen, to life, to healing. Your breath is becoming deeper still, pulling cosmic energy not just into your lungs, but into your belly, your back, your entire torso expanding and contracting like the breathing of a satisfied baby, like the breathing of someone who has never known anxiety, never known pain, never known the need to guard their breath against an unsafe world. The starlight is flowing with your breath into your brain now, crossing the blood-brain barrier, carrying healing frequencies directly to your mind, to your thoughts, to your neural pathways. Your brain is being oxygenated with cosmic intelligence, with universal wisdom, with the frequencies of peace and joy and infinite possibility. You are such a wise soul, and you can feel your thoughts becoming clearer with each breath, your mind becoming calmer, your mental chatter settling into peaceful quiet. The breath is washing through your consciousness like gentle waves on a peaceful shore, carrying away mental debris, emotional residue, psychic pollution from a world that forgot how to breathe with the cosmos. Your spine is aligning with each breath now, vertebra by vertebra, finding its perfect position, creating space for energy to flow freely from the base of your skull to the tip of your tailbone. Your posture is naturally improving as you breathe, not from effort, but from the natural alignment that happens when breath flows freely through an unobstructed system. The cosmic breathing is preparing your entire being now for the deepest healing sleep you've ever experienced. Sleep that will continue the restoration process at levels even deeper than consciousness can reach. Sleep that will integrate all the healing you've received tonight. Sleep that will anchor these new patterns of wholeness into your cellular memory permanently. Feel your breathing becoming even slower now, even deeper, even more connected to cosmic rhythms. Your breath is becoming the breath of the stars themselves, ancient, eternal, wise, carrying the healing power of the universe directly into your human experience, transforming you with every inhale, freeing you with every exhale. You are breathing in rhythm with your healing now, breathing in rhythm with your wholeness, breathing in rhythm with your magnificence. This cosmic breath will carry you now into the deepest rest, the most healing sleep, the most transformative dreams, breathing you into complete restoration, breathing you into absolute freedom, breathing you into the wholeness that you are, have always been, will always be, one breath at a time, one moment at a time. one healing wave at a time. Your eyes are growing heavy now, so beautifully heavy, like they're weighted with stardust and cosmic peace. Feel your eyelids becoming soft and warm, releasing all the tension they've held from years of seeing too much pain, too much struggle, too much that broke your heart. Tonight your eyes can rest. Tonight they can close in complete safety. Tonight they can dream of beauty instead of holding on to hurt. Your sleep tonight will be different from any sleep you've ever experienced. This will not be ordinary sleep, not just rest for a tired body, but sacred sleep, healing sleep, transformative sleep that continues the work the Starlight has begun. Your subconscious mind is being programmed now for the deepest restoration, the most complete healing, the most profound regeneration, while your conscious mind rests. You are such a deserving soul. You deserve to sleep without nightmares, to rest without anxiety, to dream without fear. Your sleep tonight will be guarded by the same starlight that has healed you, protected by the same cosmic love that has transformed you, blessed by the same universal intelligence that has made you whole. Feel your body settling deeper into rest now, every muscle group releasing its hold on tension, your shoulders dropping away from your ears, your jaw unclenching from years of holding back words that needed to be spoken, your hands opening from fists that have been clenched in protection for far too long. Your entire body is surrendering now to the healing power of cosmic sleep. Your nervous system is shifting into deep restoration mode. The parasympathetic nervous system taking over completely, signaling to every organ, every gland, every system that it's safe to heal, safe to repair, safe to regenerate. Your body knows exactly what to do during this sacred sleep, exactly how to use these hours of rest for maximum healing. Tonight, while you sleep, your subconscious mind will receive continued downloads of healing information, cosmic wisdom that will integrate into your cellular memory, stellar frequencies that will continue reprogramming your DNA for optimal health, universal love that will permeate every layer of your being. You don't need to be awake for this healing to continue. In fact, sleep makes it even more powerful. Repeat these words silently as you drift. I sleep in cosmic peace. I dream of healing. I wake in wholeness. My sleep is sacred. My dreams are medicine. My rest is restoration. I am safe to sleep deeply. I am loved while I dream. I am healed while I rest. Your brain waves are slowing now, shifting from the rapid patterns of waking consciousness to the gentle theta waves of deep relaxation, soon to move into the delta waves of profound healing sleep. In these deeper brainwave states, your mind becomes infinitely receptive to healing, infinitely open to transformation, infinitely capable of integration. The starlight is wrapping around you now like the softest blanket, like the most loving embrace, like the protective cocoon of a cosmic chrysalis. You are safe to let go completely, safe to surrender total control, safe to allow the universe to heal you while you rest. Every cell in your body is singing with anticipation of the renewal that happens during deep sleep. Your dreams tonight will be healing dreams. Visits to cosmic healing temples where stellar beings continue the work of restoration. Journeys to dimensions of pure love where your soul remembers its original wholeness. Conversations with your higher self about the magnificent life that awaits you now that you're free from old pain. You might dream of flying, of floating among stars, of swimming in oceans of liquid light. You might dream of meeting your younger self and offering the healing and love they needed. You might dream of your future self, radiant and whole and free, showing you glimpses of the joy that's coming. All of these dreams are part of your healing process. Your sleep cycles tonight will be perfectly regulated, moving naturally from light sleep to deep sleep to REM sleep in exactly the rhythms your body needs for optimal restoration. Your sleep will be uninterrupted by worry, undisturbed by pain, unmarked by the restlessness that comes from carrying burdens too heavy for any one soul to bear. Feel yourself sinking deeper now, deeper into this cosmic sleep, deeper into this stellar healing, deeper into this universal love that holds you safer than any earthly comfort ever could. Your body is becoming weightless. Your mind is becoming spacious. Your heart is becoming peaceful. Your soul is becoming radiant. The healing frequencies will continue to flow through you all night long, like a gentle river of starlight running through your dreams, carrying away any remaining traces of old pain, carrying in fresh vitality, new possibility, unlimited potential for joy and love and all the beautiful experiences that await you in your healed life. You are such a beautiful dreamer. And tonight, you dream yourself into wholeness. Dream yourself into freedom. Dream yourself into the magnificent person you were always meant to be, beneath all the layers of protection and pain and survival strategies that are no longer needed. Your immune system is being supercharged now as you drift. Your endocrine system coming into perfect balance. Your cardiovascular system finding its optimal rhythm. Your digestive system preparing to process not just food, but emotions and experiences with newfound ease. Every system in your body is synchronizing with cosmic frequencies of perfect health. Let go now. Let go completely. Let go of any need to monitor this process, to understand how it works, to control what happens next. The Starlight knows exactly what you need. The cosmic intelligence has a perfect plan for your restoration. The universal love is completely trustworthy with your precious healing. Sleep now in this cosmic embrace. Rest in this stellar sanctuary. Dream in this universal love. Your healing continues while you sleep. Your transformation deepens while you dream. Your freedom expands while you rest. You are held. You are loved. You are safe. You are healed. You are whole. You are home in the infinite heart of the cosmos, sleeping the sacred sleep of the restored, dreaming the holy dreams of the free, resting in the eternal peace of those who have remembered their magnificence. Sleep, sleep, sleep in cosmic peace. Dream, dream, dream of infinite possibility. Rest, rest, rest in universal love. You are healed. You are whole. You are free, now and forever, in this dimension and all others, in this lifetime and all lifetimes. You are eternally, magnificently, completely whole. You are dreaming now, floating through cosmic healing chambers where your soul receives treatments of pure light, where stellar beings work on your energy body with frequencies of love so refined they exist beyond earthly understanding, where every dream symbol carries medicine. Every dream encounter offers exactly what your spirit needs to complete its transformation. Your dreams tonight are not ordinary dreams. They are prophetic visions of your healed future, cosmic downloads of wisdom that will surface as intuition in your waking life, cellular memories being reorganized by Starlight into patterns of joy instead of pain, hope instead of despair, love instead of fear. You are such a luminous dreamer. In your dream state, you travel to the Andromeda Galaxy, where ancient healing temples pulse with regenerative light. You float through nebulae of crystallized love that shower your dream body with frequencies that heal at the quantum level. You visit star systems where pain has never existed, where beings know only wholeness, only peace, only the natural joy of existing in perfect harmony with cosmic love. In your dreams, you meet your future self, radiant, free, glowing with the health that comes from complete cellular renewal. This future you has eyes that sparkle with joy instead of guarding against hurt, a body that moves with grace instead of carrying tension, a heart that's wide open because it knows it's safe to love without limits. Your future self takes your dream hands and shows you glimpses of the life that awaits. Mornings when you wake up excited instead of anxious. Days filled with energy that flows instead of forcing. Relationships that nourish instead of drain. Work that feels like play because it aligns with your soul's purpose. Evenings when you rest in contentment instead of reviewing regrets. You deserve these beautiful dreams. You deserve to see yourself whole and healthy and free. To experience in dream form what your body is preparing to manifest in physical reality. These aren't fantasy dreams. These are preview dreams, glimpses of the inevitable future that healing creates when it's complete and permanent and real. Your dream body is being recalibrated now. Every dream organ functioning in perfect harmony, every dream system operating at optimal capacity. Your dream nervous system carries no trauma. Your dream heart holds no wounds. Your dream mind knows no anxiety. This is your blueprint, your original design. What your physical body is returning to. In the deepest levels of sleep, your DNA receives cosmic programming. Genes that have been dormant for generations suddenly activating. Cellular repair mechanisms that have been suppressed by trauma suddenly coming online. Healing pathways that were blocked by old pain suddenly opening wide to receive unlimited restoration. You are dreaming yourself into a new timeline now. A reality where you were never broken, never damaged, never less than magnificent. This isn't erasing your experiences. It's elevating them, transforming your entire story from one of survival to one of thriving, from victim to victor, from wounded to wise, from broken to breakthrough. Your REM sleep is deeper tonight than it's ever been, allowing for the most thorough psychological integration, the most complete emotional processing, the most profound spiritual alignment. Every dream cycle is weaving together all the healing you've received tonight into a seamless whole, a new identity, a healed self that will feel natural when you wake. The starlight continues its work while you dream, flowing through your dream body like rivers of liquid diamond, crystallizing in your dream cells as permanent patterns of health and vitality, creating dream neural pathways that will become physical neural pathways. Dream muscle memory that will become actual muscle memory. You're dreaming of flying now, soaring through galaxies on wings of pure light, no longer weighted down by old pain, no longer pulled toward earth by gravity of grief. You are flying as the free being you truly are. As the healed person you are becoming, as the magnificent soul you have always been beneath every wound. Your dream heart is expanding now to encompass entire solar systems, pulsing with love so vast it heals not just you, but everyone you've ever loved, everyone who has ever hurt you, everyone whose pain contributed to your pain. Your dream love is becoming cosmic love, healing backwards through time and forwards through eternity. In your dreams, you visit the cosmic library where all healing wisdom is stored, where you download not just your own healing, but healing you can share with others, medicine you can offer, hope you can give to those who are still suffering. You are becoming a dream healer, a dream teacher, a dream lighthouse for those still finding their way home. Your sleep is so deep now that your body temperature drops to the perfect level for cellular regeneration. Your breathing becomes so slow that each breath delivers maximum oxygenation with minimum effort. Your heart rate settles into the rhythm of someone who has never known stress, never carried anxiety, never lived in fear. You are dreaming now of waking up tomorrow as a completely different person, not different in personality or essence, but different in capacity, in freedom, in joy, in the ability to move through life without the heavy backpack of old pain that you've carried for so long, dreaming of the lightness, the ease, the natural happiness that flows when nothing is blocking it. These healing dreams will integrate into your cellular memory by morning, becoming part of your new normal, your new baseline, your new operating system. When you wake, you won't remember all the dream details, but your body will remember the frequencies. Your heart will remember the peace. Your soul will remember the wholeness. The stellar healing temples in your dreams are completing their work now, sealing the healing with cosmic light, blessing your transformation with universal love, sending you back to your physical body with gifts of wisdom, medicine, and the unshakable knowing that you are healed. You are whole. You are free. Dream deeper now, deeper into this cosmic restoration, deeper into this stellar transformation, deeper into this universal love that holds you safer than any earthly comfort could. You are dreaming yourself into wholeness, sleeping yourself into freedom, resting yourself into the magnificent healed life that begins the moment you open your eyes. Sweet dreams of healing, beautiful dreams of wholeness, prophetic dreams of the joy-filled life that awaits you. Sleep in cosmic peace, dream in stellar love, rest in universal healing. You are whole, you are free, you are magnificently, eternally, completely healed. Tomorrow, when the first rays of sunlight touch your face, when your eyes slowly open to greet a new day, you will wake as a completely transformed being, not gradually, not partially, but totally, completely, magnificently healed. The person who wakes up tomorrow morning will be free from the old pain that the person who began this journey carried, free to experience life from a body that supports joy instead of storing hurt. You are such a precious soul. And this transformation that has taken place tonight is permanent, irreversible, complete. You cannot go back to being the person who was weighted down by cellular pain because those cells have been completely renewed. You cannot return to the old patterns of suffering because those neural pathways have been rewired with Starlight. You cannot slip back into the familiar prison of hurt because those walls have been dissolved forever. When you wake tomorrow, your first breath will be different, deeper, freer, filled with vitality instead of resignation. Your first thought will arise from a mind that's been cleared of old programming, reset to its original settings of wonder and possibility and natural joy. Your first feeling will emerge from a heart that's been liberated from the weight it carried for so long. Your body will feel different when you wake, lighter, more alive, more present in each moment instead of being pulled into past pain or future worry. Your muscles will remember how to relax completely because they no longer need to guard against old wounds. Your bones will feel strong and supportive because they're no longer compressed by the weight of emotional burdens that weren't yours to carry. You deserve to wake up healed. You deserve to open your eyes to a world that looks brighter because you're seeing it through eyes that are no longer clouded by pain. To hear sounds more clearly because your nervous system is no longer filtering everything through patterns of hypervigilance. To feel textures more fully because your body is no longer numbed by protective mechanisms. The people in your life will notice the change, not because you'll announce it, but because healing radiates from the inside out, because wholeness has its own unmistakable frequency, because freedom creates a presence that others can feel, even when they can't name what's different. You'll walk differently, speak differently, laugh more easily, love more openly. Your relationships will transform to match your new frequency. Those connections that were based on shared pain or mutual dysfunction will either elevate to meet your healed vibration or naturally fade away. New relationships will appear. People drawn to your light, your authenticity, your capacity to love without walls, to trust without fear, to give without depletion. Your work will feel different too. Whether you change jobs or stay in the same position, you'll approach your daily tasks from a place of wholeness instead of wound, from strength instead of survival, from joy instead of mere obligation. Your creativity will flow more freely because it's no longer blocked by old pain. Your intuition will speak more clearly because it's no longer drowned out by internal noise. Repeat these words of awakening. I wake as a healed being. I rise as a whole person. I live as someone who is free. My body is renewed. My heart is open. My mind is clear. My spirit is radiant. I am the person I was always meant to be beneath every layer of pain that is gone now. Gone forever. When you wake tomorrow, food will taste better because your body is no longer processing stress chemicals with every meal. Colors will seem more vivid because your perception is no longer filtered through the gray lens of depression or anxiety. Music will move you more deeply because your heart is open to beauty again, to wonder, to the simple magic of being alive in a body that feels good. Your sleep patterns will normalize permanently now. Not because you're taking medication or forcing new habits, but because a nervous system that's been healed naturally knows how to rest, how to dream, how to wake refreshed instead of depleted. Your dreams will become gateways to inspiration instead of recycling centers for old trauma. The chronic symptoms you've carried, the mysterious aches and pains that doctors couldn't explain, the digestive issues that seemed unrelated to what you ate, the headaches that appeared during stress. All of these will begin to fade as your body no longer needs to store emotional information in physical form. no longer needs to speak through symptoms because your heart is free to speak through joy. You will wake tomorrow with an unshakable knowing that you are loved. Not just by family or friends, but by life itself, by the universe that conspired to bring you to this moment of healing, by the cosmic intelligence that guided you to this transformation, by the starlight that recognized your readiness and responded with miraculous restoration. Your confidence will be different. Not the false confidence that comes from trying to convince yourself you're okay when you're not, but the quiet, unshakable confidence that comes from knowing you've faced your deepest pain and emerged whole. From knowing you've walked through fire and discovered you're made of something stronger than flame. The morning light will kiss your face tomorrow like a blessing, like cosmic confirmation that the healing is real, is permanent, is yours to keep forever. You'll stretch your arms toward the sky and feel your body respond with ease and grace. You'll take a deep breath and feel your lungs expand fully for the first time in years. You'll smile and feel joy bubble up from depths you'd forgotten existed. This is not the end of your journey. It's the beginning of your healed life, your whole life, your magnificent life that starts tomorrow morning when you open your eyes as the free, radiant, completely restored being you truly are. The pain was temporary. The healing is eternal. The wounds were surface. The wholeness goes to your core. The suffering was an experience. The joy is your nature. Wake tomorrow in wonder, in gratitude, in amazement at what's possible when soul meets starlight, when readiness meets cosmic healing, when human courage meets universal love. You are healed. You are whole. You are free. And tomorrow you begin living as the magnificent being you were always meant to be, beneath every layer of pain that is gone now, dissolved in starlight, transformed by love, healed by the cosmic intelligence that never forgot your perfection, even when you did. Sleep now into this healing. Rest now into this wholeness. Dream now into this freedom. And wake tomorrow as the healed, whole, magnificent person you are, have always been, will always be. Beyond pain, beyond wound, beyond every story of limitation, into the truth of your eternal, unbreakable, infinitely beautiful wholeness. The starlight is reaching its final crescendo now, wrapping around you in waves of pure completion, pure fulfillment, pure eternal love that knows no beginning and no end. You are floating in the heart of the cosmic embrace, held by the same intelligence that spins galaxies and births stars, loved by the same force that creates flowers and sunsets and every beautiful thing that has ever existed. You are such a radiant being, and in this final moment of transformation, you are dissolving into what you have always been beneath every identity, every role, every story, every wound, every healing. You are dissolving into pure consciousness, pure love, pure awareness that witnesses all experiences but is touched by none, changed by none, diminished by none. Feel yourself expanding beyond your human form now, beyond your personal history, beyond your individual healing journey. You are becoming the starlight itself, the cosmic love itself, the universal healing force that has been working through you all along. Not someone who receives healing, but the healing itself. Not someone who experiences love, but the love itself. Not someone who finds wholeness, but the wholeness itself. This is the deepest secret, the ultimate truth that all healing points toward. You were never actually broken, never actually wounded, never actually separate from the perfection you've been seeking. The pain was real as an experience. The healing was real as a journey. But what you are, what you have always been, is untouchable by pain and needs no healing because it is already whole, already perfect, already complete. The starlight is showing you now what you look like from cosmic perspective. You are a magnificent being of light, playing the beautiful game of forgetting and remembering, of appearing to be wounded and then appearing to be healed, of pretending to be limited and then pretending to be free, all for the joy of the journey, all for the expansion of consciousness, all for the celebration of infinite possibility. Rest now in this ultimate knowing, this deepest truth, this recognition that there was never anything wrong with you, never anything that needed to be fixed, never anything that was actually broken. The healing journey was perfect, necessary, beautiful, but it was leading you not to becoming whole, but to remembering that you never stopped being whole, never could stop being whole, never will stop being whole. You are the awareness in which all experiences appear and disappear, the consciousness that remains constant through every change, the love that exists before birth and continues after death, the light that shines through every form but is never diminished by any experience, never increased by any accomplishment, never touched by any story of limitation. This is who wakes up tomorrow, not someone who was healed from pain, but someone who remembered they were never actually touched by pain, not someone who found wholeness, but someone who recognized they never lost wholeness, not someone who became free, but someone who realized they were never actually bound by anything. The pain served its purpose. It brought you to this moment of recognition, this instant of remembering, this eternal now where you know yourself as you truly are, as you have always been, as you will always be, beyond every story, beyond every experience, beyond every change, even beyond itself. Feel the absolute peace of this knowing, the complete rest that comes from recognizing there was never anywhere to go, nothing to achieve, no one to become. You are home. You have always been home. You will always be home, because you are the home that everything else returns to. The awareness that all experiences arise within, the love that all stories are told within, the wholeness that all healing points toward. The cosmic frequencies are integrating now into your deepest being, not changing you, but reminding you, not healing you, but revealing what was never damaged, not making you whole, but uncovering the wholeness that was never actually hidden, just temporarily forgotten in the beautiful play of consciousness exploring its own infinite nature. Your breath is becoming the cosmic breath now. Your heartbeat, the cosmic heartbeat. Your being, the cosmic being that you have always been. Temporarily focused through human experience, but never limited by it, never defined by it, never actually separate from the infinite source that dreams all dreams and awakens from all awakenings. Sleep now as what you are. Rest as what you are. Be what you are. Not as someone who has been healed, but as the healing itself. Not as someone who has found peace, but as the peace itself. Not as someone who has remembered love, but as the love itself that never forgot its own nature, even when it appeared to be playing the game of forgetting. This is the final dissolution, the ultimate letting go, the complete recognition that there was never anyone to heal and nothing to be healed from. Only consciousness appearing to be wounded and then appearing to be whole. Only love appearing to be lost and then appearing to be found. Only perfection appearing to be broken and then appearing to be repaired. You are that consciousness. You are that love. You are that perfection, not as achievement, but as nature, not as destination, but as source, not as something you become, but as what you are, have always been. Will always be, beyond time, beyond space, beyond healing and wounding, beyond remembering and forgetting, beyond all experiences and yet present in all experiences as the awareness that makes experience possible. Rest now in what you are. Sleep as what you are. Be what you are. Eternally, infinitely, perfectly. The Starlight has completed its work by showing you that you were already complete. The healing has finished by revealing that you were never actually wounded. The journey has ended by bringing you home to where you never left, to what you never stopped being, to who you are, who you have always been, who you will always be, beyond all stories of limitation, beyond all dreams of separation, in the eternal wholeness, the infinite love, the perfect peace that you are.